Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm ACated and this is my build. Today I'm building whatever I want, and by that I mean that I started building and I didn't know what I was going to end up with, and this is what I ended up with. So it's ended up being a cafe, mixed-use residential space, mostly using like the small business things just because I felt like building it. I don't know, I was in the mood for building a cafe or something. This is actually not that recent of footage. I actually started building this, I think, a little bit after I started building the winery build. I think actually I built this immediately after that, and of course I didn't immediately use it for a video, so this is the video for that. It's now this one, and I think that's quite cool, but this one is just like a cute little build I just felt like doing, and I think that's nice. Similar to my winery build though, this build did come with some issues, mainly being the crashes, the notorious crashes which are plaguing me. At least they were. I don't know if they still are. I think, yeah, they weren't plaguing me in my last video, which is the dorm video that I posted, and that video, it wasn't really a problem. In this video, it was a problem, and I think some footage was cut as well. So that was fun. That was so fun. I love that, but it's okay. Most of the footage survived, and this is what you're seeing now. So just sit back, relax, don't watch the screen. Do watch the screen. I'm pretty sure most people aren't watching the screen, but that's okay. For this build, of course, as I said, I'm not really inspired by anything. I kind of just started building, whatever I want. Just building a cute little cafe, which I have built a cafe before actually, but I don't think I built it on camera though. I did make a video showcasing it. It was the Oak Brews Cafe in Newcrest, and I made a video about showcasing it just because I built it before I started my YouTube channel and before I like recorded it and everything. So I did a showcase of that, but this one I guess is me doing a cafe. And then I also did like a cafe like semi recently with the Del Sol Valley like organza market kind of thing. This of course is very different from that. That feels more like modern, upscale, giving fashionable, modern. I already said modern. Anyways, but this one's supposed to give more like a nice little historical vibe, like a cute little community cafe. This is like the definition of a third space, if you know what that is. And I think that's fun. I quite like it. But generally this is just meant to be like cute little townhouse with a cafe on the bottom. You can have a sim move in here. I think it's one bedroom though, so you can have like a single sim move in here. Maybe you can refurbish your bedroom if you want to your apartment to add more room, but right now it's just kind of like that. I think I'm kind of planning on using this for my own Sims gameplay, which right now is currently lacking in existence. By that I mean that I haven't really been playing The Sims that much recently, just because there's been a lot going on. But I do want to get back into it again. It's not been that long actually. It's just been like a month or something. But I do want to get back into it. This is kind of my way of doing that. I did try to like come up with some different gameplay challenges and stuff, but I feel like it's really hard. Like I feel like I just can't find anything that grabs my interest, which is kind of weird. But I don't know. I guess I'll see what grabs my interest. And of course, I still have my gameplay series in mind, which nobody's asking for, and I don't think I'm going to do too soon. I might do it soon at some point. Probably not too soon though, just because I just don't think now is the right time. But I think I might do it eventually. But it's just not ready yet, so we'll see when that happens. But I don't think anyone's like dying to see my my specific sim series that I mentioned. But if you are, please be sure to tell me in the comments, and I guess I'll consider like making that fast tracking that. I don't know. I quite like making little commercial spaces. I tend to do a lot of commercial spaces, I think, especially in Minecraft, which I don't think I've made like a private residence yet in Minecraft. I think I've just made like public or commercial spaces. In The Sims, I have made residences. Actually, my first builds were residences, like private homes, I guess. But I feel like I've just been leaning more towards making commercial lots and public lots, and not that I don't like them, which I do really like them. I just feel like I think the reason is because I feel like the houses are mundane and people don't like watching me build them. So it's just like, why would I watch someone build a generic suburban house in Newcrest when I could be watching someone build a, I don't know, I guess like a cute cafe in Nordhaven, which I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I don't know. We'll see. I might do some residential builds. I also think I did mention that I do want to do some builds without filming them and just leave it that way. Just be like, okay, I can build this and then I can also build that, but one thing doesn't have to be filmed, which is fine. And I hope that's fine. But if you do want to see me build anything, of course, tell me in the comments, which I keep repeating, but yeah, if you ever want to tell me anything, tell me in the comments. I love to hear your comments. Makes my day. Anyways, I feel like the base game has really good landscaping, and not that I don't use it, I just feel like I always use it wrong, and I always want to like use it in a really good way. But I feel like I'm not great at landscaping, at least when it comes to flowers and stuff. I feel like I just don't know what flower combinations look good. But then again, maybe I'm just like being a little too harsh on myself, unless I'm not, and then everyone's just like, yeah, you actually suck at flowers, which is fair, I guess. If I suck at flowers, I don't know, I'll just keep doing bushes and stuff. I'm quite proud of the little patio I made. I think it looks kind of cute. I would want to eat there and drink coffee there, although I don't really like coffee. I don't know if I've said that before, but I don't really like coffee. I like tea instead. Maybe this cafe serves tea, which it probably does. I feel like most cafes serve tea. So I'll take a tea and I'll have like a nice little tea in the patio with the lights and the chairs and the stained glass, which I do really like the stained glass store actually I think it's from the Tea Solarium, whatever it's called. That kit, it looks really cool. I really like it. I feel like recently I've been interested in like stained glass stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I was originally going to be posting a Minecraft video today, but I didn't end up doing that just because I feel like that Minecraft video needs a little bit more time to bake, to cook, to really marinate in its sauces. And by that I mean, I feel like it's going to take longer than doing this because I already had the footage for this. So I feel like this is kind of like, this is the time when I pull out my backlog of footage. My backlog being this one piece of footage, and that's it, because I don't actually have a backlog. But I should have a backlog, because in case I get busy. Also, a new thing I'm trying to do, don't hold me to it though, but I'm trying to post more regularly. So I came up with like a schedule, like a posting schedule, and roughly it'll be around every 3 or 4 days I'll try to post a video. If not, nothing's gonna happen, but we'll pretend something happens, because that'll motivate me to keep making some videos, which I think I might be able to now. We'll see if that ends up happening, but for now I feel like it's working, just because this is gonna be posting soon after my previous video, and then I'm gonna post another video soon after that. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned on my content, because I'm about to get more content, allegedly. I really like this little cafe. As I said, I like making these little commercial lots, but mostly I really like decorating them. Something I realized while doing the Organza Cafe and Market in Del Sol Valley. I really like the little, I think it's from the kitchen clutter kit, those little objects, like it has containers and jars and stuff, and those are really cool. I feel like they're really good for decorating things. It kind of reminds me of Paralives, where they have tons of kitchen clutter, which the kitchen clutter in Paralives is really cool. I wish we had like kind of some similar kitchen clutter for the Sims like they do in Paralives, which speaking of Paralives, I'm probably going to do a Paralives video soon as well, if you're interested in that, which it doesn't seem like people are really interested in it, just because people don't tend to watch them, or at least they don't tend to watch my Paralive videos, but I don't know, we'll see. And regardless, what was I saying? Yeah, I like decorating these little kitchens and stuff. They're quite fun. I do that, like not even here, I also do it in other games. Like for example, my Minecraft video with the Cozy Cafe and Bakery, which is actually my most popular video right now, which is kind of crazy. It just hit, I think a few weeks ago, it just hit 1,000 views, which is quite insane. I did not expect that, but that's pretty cool. But anyways, I also did something similar there with the cafe, and it's quite fun. I really enjoy doing that. It's really fun to like put places and do clutter and put things in their place or whatever. It seems that people like cafes. Hopefully you'll like this cafe. Hopefully more people watch this cafe. But I don't know. I don't want to be just a cafe guy, because I build other things besides cafes. I swear I do. Also, something cool that I did here with the clutter is that I kind of put things like clipping into each other, which normally you wouldn't do that, but I feel like here it works fine just because everything's kind of close together, so you don't really see it. And then by clipping, it kind of allows me to like create like an exact silhouette or kind of vibe that I'm going for, and it just looks cool. Like, it looks good because like if you can see, there's like a little stack of things in the corner. A lot of those things are clipping into each other, and you can barely notice it. It just looks like a stack of things, and it's kind of cool. And I don't know, I just really like that, and that was something like I haven't really done before. Like before, I would be like, oh, nothing has to touch, nothing touches, nothing goes into each other, because that's not realistic. But this is a Sims, it's not meant to be realistic. Yeah, I'm quite proud of how I decorated this cafe counter thing. Although I'm not sure if some of the debug objects there will, like, if they'll go away or not in the like the downloadable version. Because I do know that there are some objects in debug that when you put them on a lot, if you leave the lot, or like if you put it onto the gallery and put it back down, the items disappear. If they do, not a big deal. They're not functional. They're just debug objects. It'll just look a little less pretty, but I don't know. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal, at least in my opinion. I really wish that we were able to put like pastries and desserts in build mode into like those little cabinets, because there's like a little glass cabinet there on the counter, and normally you would put desserts in it or something, but I don't think you can really do that in build mode without like using sheets or something, which even then, like with using sheets, I don't even think you can do that. So it's a little unfortunate, but yeah, I wish you could do that, because it would be really cool to like decorate it, because then I have to go in live mode and do it, and that's like a big hassle, and then everything's like completely messy, and it's just not worth it. So yeah, it's not there. But if I use it for gameplay, and also if you want to use it for gameplay, go ahead and decorate it with pastries, which it'll be functional actually, because then you'll be able to sell the pastries if your sim has a small business, which I guess if you only have the pack, which you should have the pack if you want to download this build, because okay, one, it uses the pack, and two, it's in the pack's world, so you'd probably want to have the pack, but I guess to each their own. Wow, there's a lot of decorating here. I think soon though we should be about going to the upstairs and start doing the residence, which I hope so, because I feel like it's not that interesting to just like see a bunch of clutter being placed, which actually I might just cut it out. It's fine, we don't have to cut it out. We're almost done anyways. So my idea for the build and like the house here was that it's kind of like a townhouse, and then they have a cute little side yard, like, which is back there, and the cute little side yard is like a little garden or something, like a little urban garden, and it's just like a cute little apartment. And I was imagining like specifically one of my Sims living there, so they might live there, I'm not sure, but I was just imagining they would live there, so I was kind of decorating it to that Sims vibe kind of thing. And maybe that sim also runs the cafe, which they probably do, because I think that's just how it works. Like, if you live on the lot, then you own the business that's on the lot. Because I think maybe it doesn't work like that, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, actually, I haven't tried, but I feel like it would be weird if you can open a lot on any Sim's residence. But I don't know. I think also it would be cool if you could mix like for rent and the businesses and hobbies. Because then you can have a small business on a rental lot, so that you can have an apartment and then like mixed use on the bottom, which sounds like a nightmare and would probably be incredibly buggy, but it would be cool. Although it just gameplay wise, like in terms of like game design or like all that stuff, I feel like it would just be really difficult to implement, and also would just not make too much sense. So I think just like it's fine, but it would be cool. In theory, it would be cool. I do always tend to put a garden in my builds. Like there'll always be like a flower pot or like a plant pot or something. It's just like, oh, don't know what to do? Put up a garden. Have a little backyard? Put a garden. Everyone has a garden. But yeah, as I said, I really didn't have like a big picture of this build. It was kind of just like build something that I want to build, regardless of what it is. So it's just like, I don't know, just build. Because usually I would have like a theme or something, or like a build idea. I'd be like, oh, I want to build this specific thing in this world. Like, for example, the Del Sol Valley Cafe and Market. Like, that's very different from this, because that one's like a very specific concept that's supposed to replicate something very specific. And then this is just like, build something that looks cool. And that's what I did. At least I think so. If you don't think it looks cool, I don't know why you're watching, but you're welcome anyways. But The upstairs is now being built, which is fun. I quite like how it looks. I feel like I would live here. Like I would like this apartment as my own room, but I can't live here because this is The Sims. I can always have my Sim self live here though, but that's not the Sim that I was imagining that live here. So whatever, it's fine. But I think it's a cool little apartment. If you want, you can add a bedroom. You could add another bed to the bedroom if there's room, which I don't know if there is room. You can do whatever you want. I think it would be cool. You could, there's a little landing stairwell area. You can maybe build over the stairwell and kind of like make it a new space, maybe try to fit a bedroom in there if you want. Make a third story, I don't know. I feel like I tend to, in the kitchens of some of my builds, instead of using white like this, whatever this, I think it's like marble or something, instead of this like white tile version of this tile, that's too many tiles. Instead of using the white version, I use like a beige kind of brownish version, and I don't know, I feel like that just looks cool. I just like how it looks over the white version. It just looks more fitting, I guess. Oh, and then also here I use that one couch. I think it's from the whatever Don Lothario's kit is. I use that one. Pretty cool. I really like that couch. It's like a pretty good couch despite the theming of it. Yeah, this bedroom thing, little apartment, it's kind of just like fully decorated. If you want to move your Sims in here, if you want to change it up a little bit just like to fit your Sims, go ahead, do whatever you want. I certainly did. So yeah, go wild with it. I actually don't recall if this is a minimal packs build or just like a normal build. I'm inclined to say it's a normal build just because I feel like I'm using a lot of different kits, but I'm not entirely sure because I feel like I remember trying not to use too many packs, but I think it's not a minimal packs build. So if that's concerning to you, I apologize, but I have plenty of minimal packs builds. So if you're interested, go watch some of those, go download some of those. Yeah, I have plenty of minimal packs builds. Also, again, if you have any suggestions for builds, please be sure to tell me. I'll be sure to take a look at them and consider them when making new videos, which is quite fun. I like hearing suggestions. I'm not sure what to talk about now, so I think I'll just talk about my dorm room, because I made a video about it, so I guess it's relevant right now. But yeah, I made a dorm room version of my... That's the opposite of that. I made a Sims version of my dorm room, and no, I'm not editing that out. That's okay. I think it adds to the charm. Anyways, but since making that video, I did make some changes to my dorm room. So the TV stand, I got a new TV stand. It's like a turquoise TV stand. It's really cool. I got it from a thrift store, and I like refurbished it. Like I painted it and like added legs and stuff. It's really cool. I think it looks really nice. And then I also got a TV for real this time, and not just in The Sims. And I also got a new fridge because yeah, I got a new fridge. But yeah, those are kind of the changes. Oh, and another funny thing, this build, I also forgot a bathroom. In my last Sims build, which was what I'm referring to as a winery, I forgot a bathroom there. Here, I also forgot a bathroom. I guess it's just a common theme that time that I was building these. Anyways, we're now reaching the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to all those fun YouTube things. I'll be sure to post again soon, hopefully pretty soon. And again, thank you for watching, and please enjoy the montage. Goodbye!